I'd like to remind everybody, for lunch, the Boy Scouts are serving lunch at the pavilion just behind the registration area, and we'd like to support them. As we mentioned earlier, from this 200-foot altitude, we've only had, in the history of the Otsego Splash-In, one pilot actually hit a 10-foot by 10-foot square target. Our highly colored bright orange balloons that you need to watch carefully. It's about 4 inches in diameter. Watch carefully when they drop the balloon. Stand it out. This deserves to drop. Waiting to judge the decision. And 40 feet was that drop. Now the second airplane coming by. Dick McCarroll, light aircraft, over Sportsman. You see it actually flying is also rather difficult.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look to your right again. And Dick Becker coming by for his second drop. Dick Becker's from Shingleton, Michigan. It's got a 90 horsepower engine in this airplane, and it was built originally in 1966. And you can see a vast improvement on that drop. We'll wait the judge's decision. And 25 feet, the judges say, on Dick Becker's second drop. Coming around now, right in front of us. Let's see. If Bill McCarroll, there's the drop. Bill's also flying this Vollmer Sportsman VJ-22. It was built and finished in 1977. It's slightly higher horsepower. It's 125 horsepower in Bill McCarroll's Vollmer VJ-22. A pair of J3 Cubs. One flown by Jerry Ness, just taxiing out right now. The one who just took off, Chris Ambrose. Remember, 200 feet minimum altitude, by the way. If the judges determine and rule that the drop occurs below 200 feet, that drop is disqualified. And remember, each pilot gets 2 chances. Now, this speed over the target is rather critical. Keep in mind, the slower the airplane, then the lower the margin of error will be when the drop occurs. Pilots line up and plan for the win. There's the drop. Jerry Ness also in this yellow J3 Cub. And this airplane is celebrating its 50th birthday this year. This airplane built at the Piper Aircraft Factory in 1946. An awful lot of work into those very, very shiny, almost mirror-like finish on the floats. J3 Cubs, very, very popular. One of the legs coming by for his chance at the bomb drop target, Fritz Parkins. The history of Lake Aircraft going back several years, back to 1948, when they started production with what they called the Colonial Skimmer. Well, very good drop there, not from right to left. Also in a Lake airplane, Jerry Givens.
About 10 feet. Would you believe 10 feet?
Well, as you could probably tell, that was the closest so far, and the judges both ruled 10 feet.
And Lake 1235 Limas on a wide downwind for the first bomb drop. Looks like we'd be number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably tell, we're riding with Mr. Tom Fletcher aboard his Lake
Buccaneer Amphibian, and we are number 3 for the bomb drop. You'll have to bear with us today. It's quite windy, and we're flying at fairly low altitudes on these bomb drops, so hang in there. We're going to do our best to win the competition today, right, Tom?
Do what we can. Just so the balloon doesn't go off in the airplane.
All right, we'll do what we can to keep it off the airplane for sure. In a moment, Tom will be instructing me to open the window, and upon his command, we will let the balloon down. I have to tell you, Tom, how beautiful this airplane is. Really clean.
Yeah,
You've done a lot of work on it.
Yeah, and I'll look after it. And Lake 1235 Lima, Fletcher, and crew aboard for final on our first bomb drop.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay.
200 feet, Tom. 200 feet.
Look out there.
Now
You
you
can
can
see. Okay.
put the bomb drop.
Okay, there's a little bit of a right crosswind, so that looks pretty good to me. A little bit more than right, I would guess.
Right.
The crosswind, yeah.
Right.
A little more than right. A little more than right.
Just
More,
so you can
more to the
still
right.
see it.
More to the right. I can see it. I can see it. Now we'll have to wait and see the result of that.
400 feet on that one.
How many?
400 feet.
Oh, it wasn't nearly enough.
50-foot long,
We don't care.
Well, that was just a practice run. One guy did it 10 feet out. So,
No kidding. I think I'll do this with the flaps down. Slow it up a little bit.
All right.
Lake 1235 Limas on a midfield downwind for bomb drop number 2. 35 Lima turning final for the second bomb drop.
I can't quite reach that balloon. It's right under your leg.
Okay.
400 feet. That's terrible.
I'll cut to the right and you'll be able to see where you went this time at least.
Well, there's Carol down there filming us.
I said, look.
As we come, it looks great to me. Your call is better than mine.
Tom Fletcher on his second drop. First one, his first drop was ruled at 400 feet, and you can see he improved on that.
Well, I could see that time we were way too far in.
Really?
Yeah, but I think we improved our mark a little bit. But
Next year.
yeah, next year. Next year we'll do a little bit better.
400 feet on that one.
Another 400 feet.
All right, our final contestant of the day, Don Seeley, in the Lake LA4 200. His first drop, the judges ruled 200 feet.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed your look at the Otsego Lake Splash-In. And of course, this year they had quite a bit of weather problems. I know it was quite foggy the first day, and this is the actually the third day of operations here, and they have had to cancel the takeoff contest. It's really quite breezy, as you can tell. But we had a great time. We hope that you enjoyed your flying in the Lake Amphibian and also the water bombing. Carol, how about you? Did you have a good time?
Oh, I always have a good time. There's really wonderful friends that come here every year. And yes, it is a bit windy today, and I can understand why they're not doing anything, really.
You know, as I mentioned in one of our other shows, each group in aviation has sort of their own niche, and these seaplane pilots are terrific, wonderful people. We can't wait to come back next year. Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute to say goodbye. Stay with us for these messages. again, folks, for watching us this week on Flightline. We've got a lot of neat new shows coming up. And Carol, how about you? What about this trip we're taking?
Well, I'm really looking forward to going to England. That ought to be a lot of fun, and certainly different planes and different people, and it's pretty exciting.
You know, we've got some great shows coming out. We're going out to the West Coast to do some shows in the Seattle area. Moscow is coming up. That's right, Moscow in Russia. And most certainly very soon, we'll be showing you a show from the Popular Flying Association near London, England. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Tell your friends and everyone you know about the program. We need your support, and we appreciate your support. We're out of time. Got to say goodbye. Carol, what do we say, honey? Bye now. Check it out.
Cessna 468.